My name's Luke Gibson. I'm with Farm Fence Solutions and Protech Machinery, and today we're going to do a walk around of the Protech Machinery EVO 1. So the EVO 1 comes with a lot of standard features as well as several options that are available. It's got the traction control back here, all of your throttle functions, parking brake, lights, 2-speed tracking, auger engagement is all back here. Every function is operated from back here. The auger drive on an EVO 1 is optional, so you don't have to get that. I would not recommend getting one without it, if for nothing else than for resale value in the future when it goes to somebody that lives in rock country. This is it's about 800 pounds, 350 kilogram drop weight, and of course there's some bracketry added to that, so it gets it a little bit over 800 pounds. We have several post cap options. This is the standard wood post gripper plate. We also do a cone cap that's self-centering for pipe, different styles of even heavier post caps if you want. There's also several options that we can put on what we call the rock spike carriage. The auger's one of them. Lots of options that we can put on the rock spike extractor. It's not limited just to a rock spike or the auger drive. This machine has the wide tracks, so they're 15 inches wide versus the standard 12-inch wide tracks. It's got 20 inches of side shift. This machine has 120 degrees of slew, so it will swing all the way out just past the opposite track. The center post bed can accept any kind of tools that you need, or you can fill it full of fence posts. The back racks pop out so you can load it from the rear if you needed, but it easily accepts an engine-driven welder, bunks of posts. A lot of guys run pack-out boxes for tools. You name it, it'll fit in there. The engine in all of our machines is a Yanmar. This one's a 43 horsepower 4-cylinder. We go all the way up to that 75 horsepower threshold. We don't exceed it, so we don't ever have to run DEF, but we've got options in the 23 horsepower up to about 74 horsepower. This machine has the optional front blade on it. Again, that's something I wouldn't do without in a machine. So that's not for bulldozing, it's for stability. If you get on the hill, especially days like today, you know, we've had who knows how many inches of rain last week, a little skiff of snow on top, it's 0 degrees, the sun's coming out. Later today, it's gonna get greasy. So if you're on a hill and you need to plant a machine, especially when it's cold like that and slick, it's a good time to do it. This is what goes on the rock spike carriage, and then the rock spike in the stowed position there. This is the front post rack. It manually extends. It's got 3 positions it can be in, all the way closed, and then there's a center position, and then it's all the way out here. And that makes it really easy to load posts from the front. This is all Hardox steel, so I'm not gonna say that you couldn't bend it, but it's awfully difficult to bend and tear up. The engine is really easily accessible with the clamshell hood that's on it. So you can get to your filters, checking engine oil is a piece of cake, and you don't even need to open it to check engine oil. You can reach in right here. So your daily checks, you don't even need to open the hood, but it's convenient that you can. All of the electronics, fuses, relays, anything electric, it lives in that box. And here's the remote control antenna. This machine is optioned with remote control, but you've also got the engine control panel. So it gives you all, if you had a warning light, it gives you your service times, how many RPMs, hours on the machine, hours since service, everything that you need to know for engine health comes out right there. It's got 4 tie-down points around on the undercarriage. It makes it really easy to tie down. This machine only requires 2 chains because it's only 7,500 pounds, less than 10,000, so you only need 2. 4 is just as easy. This machine has a ride-on operator stand. So with the controls swung around, you can ride right on the machine and track it. Comes standard with a small toolbox here. An option, that's a 14,500 pound winch. On the EVO 1, that's the biggest winch we go to. On the bigger machines, we can step that up to 18,000, but that's an electric remote control winch. so you can operate it from about 500 feet away from the machine if you needed to. This is a joystick remote. So everything is on a joystick, and it's got functions that would be plumbed in not only to the joysticks moving, but also to the twist. So the slew and the telemast are on the twist on the joysticks, and then tracking single lever on this one. Of course, you've got an emergency shut off again. And the cool thing about a remote control, if you needed to tone it way down where you had to be in a fine area where running into something was a risk, you can trim that hydraulic pressure way down where it just creeps. So that's pretty neat. Throttle control, parking brake is on it. Basically all the functions that you need. Anything on the bottom row is on that remote. This machine is equipped with the option of auto level. So with the auto level on, there's an inclinometer that sits right here. And then it's as simple as pressing a button and the mast levels itself. And the really cool thing about that is you can zero it. So say you needed, on a vineyard job, you needed all of your end posts to be at 12.5 degrees. Well, with the mast leveled, all you got to do is manually bring that to 12.5 degrees and then zero the auto level, which is a piece of cake right here on the keypad. And then every time you hit it, it's going to come right to 12.5 degrees. So all of your end posts would be perfect. Definitely makes it convenient. This EVO one is equipped with the optional tall mast. The standard machine will drive a 12-foot post. This machine will drive a 14-foot post, but the other benefit of that tall mast is it'll reach actually underground if you dug a hole. So if you do much down to grade work, like rance braces, things of that nature, it's nice to have that tall mast. Not only do you get a farther drop so the machine hits harder to drive post, you can get a taller post in it, but also that ability to work down below grade. You'd have to dig a hole to drop the mast in, but without digging a hole, you can drive down right to grade, so it's pretty handy.